Hi guys, I'm Pingu the Review Penguin and I'm going to be reviewing the Malayalam thriller film Drishyam 2. This movie is directed by Jeethujoseph and is a sequel to the first film that was released in 2013. So first I'll give a slight synopsis of what happened in the first film. The movie revolved around a family with George Kutty running a cable TV service company. His wife Rani is a housemaid and they have two daughters Anju and Anu. So one day there's a teenage boy who takes a picture of her in the bathroom and he blackmails her for sexual favors in return. So her mom comes to the rescue and inadvertently kills him in an attempt to destroy the cell phone. The worst part is the boy's mother is a police constable, Geeta Prabha. Now an investigation begins, goes through a series of twists and turns, and the family is also being continuously questioned and tormented. Now, after a few days, the boy's parents realize what their boy was up to. They seek for forgiveness and also say tata bye bye. They go to London also. And the police are meanwhile not able to trace the body. They're not getting anywhere with the case. So they promise that they are going to find the body. They are not going to let go of the case and get the punishment that George Kutty and his family deserves. Meanwhile, it is also revealed that George Kutty has dug the body in the new police station that was being constructed during the investigation. So the sequel takes right off from where the first has ended. So there's a strange man running in the middle of a night when he encounters George Kutty up to some work, and this man gets arrested by a few police officers. Now after 6 years in 2019, George Kutty and his family are living a happy, prosperous life. George Kutty aspires to make a film of his own, and he also developed a tendency for drinking after what happened in the past. And his wife Rani has developed a friendship with her neighbor Sarita, who is also physically abused by her drunken husband. Now her daughters are also doing very well. Anju but suffers from a disease of epilepsy because of her distraught past, and Anu is studying in school. There was a strict police investigation going on, and there were rumors that put Anju in the negative light that restricted her from getting marriage alliances. So that put her mother in a fit of rage, and she accidentally spills out a fact from the murder to her best friend Sarita. So now it is revealed that Sarita and her husband are actually undercover cops. So they have been using Sarita from the past 2 years to try and discover the truth behind the murder. And now was the interval. So the first half for me was just about average because of its prolonged screenplay, and a few of its scenes seem mundane and redundant. Now the second half, on the contrary, was mind-blowing. So now, the man who I introduced in the start goes to the police department and he informs them that he has seen George Kutty burying the body in the new police station. So now I was shocked. There was no way out and I had no clue how the movie was going to end. So now George Kutty and his family were called to the police station and the boy's parents were there as well. So Geeta was frustrated. She forced Anju to speak out the truth and she suffered from another attack of epilepsy. So after that, George Kutty surrendered himself. He gave himself in, and there's also another fact that I have to say, that he has published a few copies of a book on the film that he is going to make. So in that book, it draws parallel to the boy's murder as well, in which he fabricates all the evidence to show as if George Kutty is the one who actually committed the murder. George Kutty's confessions match the ending statements of the book, and that made the police confident that he was guilty of the murder. But much to the police and our astonishment, the DNA records of the body found did not match that of the boy murdered. So the screenwriter of George Kutty's next produced film reveals that in his alternate ending that he proposed, the hero gets to know of the formal procedures when a body remains is found in an area. So that is when the hero befriends the local gravedigger to get the remains of another body that was subjected to the same kind of injuries. It is also revealed that George Kutty befriends the head of the forensic department so he can exchange the body remains when he enters the medical building. thus destroying all evidence possible. So with now no incriminating evidence, the police and the boy's parents are left traumatized. So now George Kutti has been released and the police and the boy's parents have given up, realizing that George Kutti's life itself is a punishment, as he has to keep working to keep his family safe and secure with caution. So it was the second half that kept me gripped to the story. Overall, the movie was mind-blowing. Tension kept growing. Questions also kept arising on my mind that I was always sitting on the edge of my chair till the end. Acting by the main lead, the kids, the supporting cast as well. Everyone have done their part tremendously and naturally. The setting, the costumes, the background music were all well equipped to the story. The direction and narration were another level. This movie is a benchmark for other sequels in the Indian film industry. It takes double the effort to make a sequel match up to the standards of the original film. But there were a couple aspects also that I could have been improved. I wish there could have been more elaboration on the lives of the boy's parents. The mother just appears out of nowhere with such irritation and frustration after seeking for forgiveness in the first film, and the boy's father just stands there like a statue, like an innocent person. So that could have been more detailed. You should go and watch this movie immediately on Amazon Prime. Overall rating for the film is 3.5 stars out of 5. Thank you for watching this video, and please do like, share and subscribe to this YouTube channel and hit the bell icon. See you until then.